Hey guys, so today we are back in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, and we are at this little spot just down a country road, and you can see the lake really well from this spot, and it's a little bit of a higher view, and so I'm really excited to paint this today because it's such a beautiful day. So what I really like about the scene is there's like two little spots where the water goes into like a little finger of the body of water. I don't know how to describe that, but it goes in like that. I think that's very interesting. But then I also like the different colors of like how when a giant shadow casts over one of the hills, like how blue it gets, and then all the different shades of green in like the little tree area. And so that's mostly what I'm excited to work on. I can see a little bit of sandy bank, and I think that'll be a fun little interest. But also, there's so much clouds, and that's very fun. Different kind of clouds than before. Seems like they're moving pretty fast though, so it'll be fun to do.
So Alyssa's actually helping me paint today.
Getting her some colors set up is really exciting.
Yeah, so I'm going to be standing right next to her videoing and pretending to do something that I think I know how to do, but I don't.
Very fun.
And watching somebody fish.
Oh yeah.
That's the life right there.
So I got you just a few colors. I got you white because you always need a lot of that. This one is ultramarine blue and alizarin crimson, and these two get you the darkest color by mixing them. Cadmium yellow medium and just cadmium yellow.
Okay.
These help you like mix different kinds of greens with blues. And so this one's more of a like blue, true blue, and this one's more of like a tealer blue.
Okay.
So they help mixing different kinds of greens and different kinds of blues. So since there's a lot of green and blue, I got you two different kinds of those.
You got me, huh?
Yes.
Well, thanks.
Welcome.
So one more burnt sienna.
Yes.
And then I'm good to go.
Yes.
I want to tone my panel.
Oh yeah, of course. Gotta get you some burnt sienna.
Okay. Let's go.
So the goal in like toning a panel, and then why I wipe it with a paper towel, is to get like as much of the excess paint off so it doesn't start like blending into your colors. Because if there's a lot of like pretty like thin paint at the bottom of your painting, it's gonna like come and mix easily into your paints above it. So that's why I use a paper towel, or people use rags to kind of tone down the tone and kind of just get it to very loosely, thinly coat the bottom of the panel. Okay, I think that's about my scene sketch.
So she says she gets a little bit of, it's a little fun to hold. Okay, a little bit of this, a little bit more of, a little bit thicker, is that what you're saying you do? So I'm just going for a simple little spot here that has kind of the front trees. Maybe a little bit of back trees.
So the next step is to kind of pick which main thing you want to do. I like to pick the thing that I think is going to be the most detailed, which at this moment is gonna be the trees because the sky is like can be loose and the water can be loose. So I'm starting with mixing a green. I just kind of play around till I get like a good base color, and then I can make other colors from that and like work from there.
What do you mean make other colors from that?
Like I can take a little piece of this color, put it over here, and make a new variation of it.
Like a darker or lighter green?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I do is I generally start with like a medium tone a little bit and kind of put them in there, but then I go and add like the darks and the lights. The medium tones help me like see where I'm supposed to put the darks first, because like with oil painting it talks a lot about go dark to light, and I just haven't quite figured that out fully yet. And so
how do you know how much of a color to mix?
I mix a lot more than I need a lot of the times.
Okay.
So
better
or a
to have
lot
more
less.
than you need?
It's kind of just hard because you don't really know how far it's gonna go. I just haven't quite figured that out yet.
Okay. I don't know if this is a medium color.
You feel like it's a brighter color?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can always save it for later.
How would I make it darker?
Mix a little bit of the ultramarine blue and alizarin crimson separate, and then slowly add.
Okay. Okay, so this is fascinating because I'm adding that same green I made to this, what'd you say? What color?
Alizarin crimson and ultramarine blue.
And look how much of a hunter green I got from my bright green. That's kind of cool. Okay. So here we go. So what does Liquin do again?
Liquin is a medium that kind of makes it makes it dry faster in the long run, but it also just kind of works a lot like mineral spirits and just thinning it out a little bit.
Okay, makes it easier to use a little bit. How do you get it so thick?
I think it's more about like how you apply it. Like sometimes whenever it gets to the end, it gets thinner, but if you just keep like oil paint is a lot about like, and then I go through again and you can see it under. It's like sometimes it takes like a little bit of a soft touch and layering it to keep it.
So I could do this and then go back in a little bit with a thicker layer with shorter brushes?
Yes.
That's kind of how Chamberlain painting does, right?
Yes. In oil painting they say go dark to light and thin to thick.
Oh.
So your first is thin and then you keep getting thicker.
Cool.
So,
okay.
You're natural.
Okay, so here's my progress. I am, looking at this spot right here, and then I look over at her painting, and she's got all this blue. But I see it back there, but my colors are just so different.
And I feel like I'm also trying to catch shadows today. Like, I think that's something I'm very drawn to in this scene. So I'm just trying to, like, add the blue when I see it. So we'll see if it looks like stitched together or actually seamless.
Okay.
Right now I'm just trying to catch that cool shadow that's making a pattern over the trees. It's like, oh, that's pretty. So, see if I can catch it.
How's it going over here? Yeah, what you working on?
Working on my essay about the Hobbit and me, and also Gideon from the Bible.
Okay.
Combining them all together.
Okay.
Thinking about calling the essay Trimmer of Life.
Very poetic.
Thank you. I like to have poetic titles if I can.
Yeah, my greens are all over the place, aren't they?
I
Yeah.
can't tell you.
Also showed me to do small, like flat strokes to kind of give it texture, because I was kind of all over the place with my texture. And then it has movement and definition without being so kind of messy looking. Just in comparison to what this looks like, where I guess that's a way that you could do it. I'm liking the look and feel of this side better. So, we're learning, we're growing. She's moving on because she's got hers all, oh my goodness. My phone is hot and not wanting to play along.
Oh no.
But that is gorgeous. I love this little group here.
Thank you. I'm currently mixing a color for the water.
You going water first and then sky? Okay.
Water's been harder for me to do, so I'm giving it more time. The sky is very forgiving. It could be whatever, as long as it's blue. I guess not even blue. It doesn't have to be. So what first I'm going to do is I mix this color, which looks similar to that. So I'm going to put it on here to see kind of how it compares. Which, that looks good. It looks pretty like vibrant, and a lot of that looks a lot more gray. So I might add a touch of red to it to kind of make it a little bit more gray, because sometimes red and blue can help cancel each other out and make each other neutral. So that's just a tiny difference, but I feel like it matches that over there a little bit better. I have trouble though, whenever I try to make something a little bit more gray, it ends up making the water very purple because I overdo it. So I'm gonna try and see if I can do it this time. Also, I'm not using any liquid in this or mineral spirits. Just kind of putting it on thick, because I'm only going to do this one layer. See, now the whole thing is darker. I'm going to add a little bit more blue to over here. This is what I meant by having one big color and I made it lighter on that side and darker on this side. Just have a little bit of variation. See how it's kind of getting bundled up on my brush? That would be a good opportunity to use a palette knife when it's doing that. But not necessary.
So I've changed mine about 15 times because I don't want it to, I see the shapes and I see that kind of stuff, but it's not as pronounced as I was kind of making it. I have a bazillion different forms of green, and I'm just, this I guess is the point where you can overwork it, but I'm just trying to make sense of my tree line here. Maybe I'll move on to the sky and come back to it and look at it once. That is feeling a little bit better.
That looks, oh, that does look a lot better.
Not quite
I like
so.
the browns you added in there too.
Yeah, I think that was the other problem, was I didn't have enough brown.
That's really nice.
Okay. Wow. Look at that water.
Thank you.
It's incredible. We were just talking about all the, I don't know if you can see all the shapes in the water, but
All the different colors.
they're crazy. Now I need a lesson on blue.
Okay. So this one right here comes out to be more of a true blue. Like
Okay.
purple blue mix, good, like a happy mix. And this one is more of a greener blue. So those are two helpful. Both are helpful. Like if you're making a grayer blue, then it's helpful to use the green one. If you're making more of like a true blue, then
Like the sky feels more like true blue and
Yeah.
the water feels more like gray blue.
yeah.
Okay.
And then white, and then I use occasionally touches of the red, but just like a tiny corner of my brush touches it.
Okay. Okay, I will have to say, mixing colors is really fun. Oh, I just put that paintbrush right in front of the camera. That's fun. Like, as scary as it is, it's very satisfying to just mix those things together. I think I still need a little bit lighter, a little bit grayer. So we're gonna work on that. Yeah, it's way too dark. I need more white, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
It's not quite as light as I would like it to be, but I'm just gonna go with it. And then hopefully kind of maybe do another layer or something. Add in some white just on top of it and kind of lighten it up that way. Are you leaving space for the clouds?
I am. No, this is the shadows of the clouds.
Oh. Cool. This is the not official way to do this, 'cause look at my brush.
I do it all the time.
It has so much paint on it.
It was pretty satisfying though. That's kind of cool though with you got like almost different shades in the same.
My swirl.
Yeah.
Get all the paint off of your brush this way and paint at the same time. Except that's way dark. But we'll come back in and make it work.
Yeah.
I'm just playing with, I'm gonna do clouds over all of this, but it's just so interesting how the brush strokes. I feel like my sky isn't quite light enough.
I think one thing I like to do is take white and blend it down at the bottom, which is challenging because of your tree line also. But it kind of gets like lighter, darker as it goes up, so that might help.
Hello, you like my painting? Look at that bug on my painting. That's pretty cool. What is that bug?
Huh? What's his name?
Bug name is, I don't know. Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Thaddeus.
I blew it to get the bug out of my painting and I'm afraid he's stuck for life.
Here, let me help.
Rolling all over the place.
Oh no, come on buddy. Come on, you
Grab
can do
on.
it. Oh. Oh
no.
Use your fingers. Oh man. Poor buddy.
Oh.
Enjoy dying from oil paint.
Thaddeus just might have. Look,
Hey,
look at his footprints all through
This
the
one still
sky.
has that color on it, maybe.
Okay, the green. You gonna fix it for me? Oh, thanks. I'm gonna leave Thaddeus footprints to remember him by. So in the future, if a bug lands on your painting, probably get him off quickly.
Okay, so I think I'm just about done. This was such a beautiful spot, such a serene setting. But I really enjoyed doing the clouds. I love doing the clouds, you guys know that. But it was definitely a challenge to do the water.
Thank you for helping me.
Welcome. It was so fun. Thank you for joining me.